Welcome back to the program. Okay, I'm going to make this very, very short tonight. Unfortunately, John is back in the hospital. Yes, I know. It's devastating. It's sad. And basically what's going on is after he got COVID and recovered, and he had his heart issues and recovered, and again, he's still dealing, of course, with heart issues. He had surgery and everything else. Long story short, he got an infection. And he got an infection in his leg. And it's a pretty bad deep infection, and apparently what he was telling me is they put him on some type of machine that like attaches to the wound. It's like an open wound, and it's like supposed to suck out the bacteria. I don't know what's going on. All I know is he's back in the hospital, and if we're lucky, he'll get out Thursday or Friday. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. We'll be praying for him. Hopefully everything is going to be good to go. But I guess I'm just going to do live streams all week. Okay? I'll do 30-minute live streams all week. So that means tomorrow night I'll do one. Tuesday I'll do one. I may or may not do one on Wednesday. I'm not sure. And then, of course, I'll do one on Thursday and I'll do one on Friday. Now, the part that sucks is the production value is not there. But I would definitely say the content will be there because the content's going to be, rapid fire coming at you, at the speed of light. And so wanted to just kind of touch base with you all on that. Hopefully you're okay with that. I love doing the live streams. It's a lot of fun. I do like the production value that I can do where I can say, go ahead and roll this clip. And there's a clip that I'm showing and, the images and all that. And that stuff is what I love the most. But if you're going to, unfortunately not have that, then I would hope at least, 8 to 10 to 12 stories every day is even better sometimes than 2 or 3 that I do on most broadcasts with full production. Anyway, I don't want to bore you, but I just wanted to touch base with you on that. So the theme, I guess, for this video is, for the most part, COVID is crumbling. And finally, many people are realizing it, okay? So I'm going to start with this one real quick. And we're not going to do too many, just a few. We failed. Danish newspaper admits failure and apologizes for not questioning the government's COVID-19 narrative. So that's pretty damn cool, okay? Now, this is coming from, again, the Danish newspaper. All right. One of the leading newspapers in Denmark, issued a public apology for spreading the government's lies about COVID-19 and narratives without sufficient skepticism throughout the entire pandemic. Extra Bladet published an article last month with the title Vi Fejled, whatever, which means we failed. Okay. The Danish tabloid newspaper published by J.P. Politikens Hus in Copenhagen was founded in 1904. I don't know why we need to know that, but the constant mental alertness has worn out tremendously on all of us. That is why we, the press, must also take stock on our own efforts, and we have failed. Isn't that interesting? Could you imagine if the prostitute whores in America, from CNN to MSLSD to ABC to NBC to CBS to even Fox News, got up in front of the camera and said, "Oh, sorry, but we failed you, America. We lied to you. We fed you bullshit on a daily basis because, all of our shows are sponsored by Pfizer. All of our shows are sponsored by Big Pharma. And so, we are the piggies at the trough, and we're getting paid. So we got paid to lie to you. But we're sorry, and we're really sorry for all those hundreds of thousands of maybe millions of people around the world and even in the United States that are no longer with us because we lied and told you how safe these vaccines are. So, oh well, give us a mulligan on it." No, I don't think so. You all should be in prison for lying to the American people. So, anyway, that's that. That was that story. There's some more here. How about this one? I love this one. I'm sorry, but I do love this one. You remember oh no, that was a skier. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I get it right. Last week I talked about a skier that grew up in San Francisco that ended up renouncing America and then skiing for the Chinese, the CCP, in the Olympics, right? Well, what I didn't know is there was also a U.S.-born figure skater that also did that. So what I said in the last video when I talked about the skier, I will say about the figure skater. I hope she falls. I hope she breaks a leg, as I said earlier, in a million pieces, right? Well, I may not have to wish too long. Listen to this. U.S.-born figure skater slammed on Chinese social media after finishing last in Olympic debut for the Chi-Coms. U.S.-born figure skater who gave up her U.S. citizenship to compete for the Communist Chinese got relentlessly attacked on the Chinese social media platform Weibo after taking a very hard fall and finishing last in her Olympic debut. Zhu Yi, born Beverly Zhu, 19 years old, took a couple of hard falls on the ice on Sunday. "I'm upset and embarrassed," Zhu said after her poor performance, according to Reuters. "I guess I felt a lot of pressure because I know everybody in China was pretty surprised with the selection for ladies singles, and I just really wanted to show them what I was able to do, but unfortunately I didn't. And hopefully if I get on my knees and borrow Kamala's knee pads and blow Xi Jinping, maybe he won't kill me." It doesn't say that, but I just added that in there. Zhu Yi, the 19-year-old U.S.-born figure skater competing for China in the Beijing Winter Olympics, was slammed on Chinese social media this weekend after her botched performance in the team event bumped China out of the top three. Aw, too bad. Zhu, born in California, took a hard fall during her first combination attempt on Saturday, slamming into the wall before later stumbling on a triple loop attempt for a last-place finish with a 47.03 score. Even the Chinese communist bought and paid for judges couldn't help this bitch out. Users on the Chinese social media platform Weibo, well, they didn't hold back, questioning Zhu's selection over others. "Cheng Hongji is far better than her. I don't know why somebody like this was allowed to represent China," wrote one commenter. "Sure, that's lots of pressure, but show me an athlete who doesn't go out there under pressure from their country and their people," added another. According to the AFP, the hashtag Zhu Yi fell over had over 230 million views by Sunday afternoon before being removed from the website. A second tag, Zhu Yi messed up, remained on the site with around 80 million views. Well, you know what? That's what happens when you're born in the United States of America, with all the freedom, liberty, and prosperity that goes along with it, and you take a giant, huge shit on your country and decide to fight for the traitors and enemies. And yet makes you a traitor. So this 19-year-old figure skater, again, I'm glad she fell. This is what happens. These are the consequences you will face when you decide to become a traitor to the United States of America and fight for the communist Reds. So good. I'm glad. All right, I think I'll do one more, and then I'm gonna call it a video here. Let's see. Let's do. There was another COVID one. Excuse me. Triple vaxxed Chelsea Handler, the comedienne, cancels several shows of her tour after suffering a, quote, hospital scare. I'll do this one and actually one more because there's another one that was also pretty good. Trump-hating, trashy, horrible comedienne Chelsea Handler was forced to cancel several shows of her Vaccinated and Horny comedy tour. Really, you sick bitch? Vaccinated and Horny. Wow. After being in the hospital, quote, "I am so sorry. I had to cancel my shows tonight in Portland." Oh, yeah, there's a great city. "And my show in Eugene," Handler said. "I had a scare at the hospital, and I don't have COVID, and I'm okay, but I had to reschedule my shows." Yeah, probably because you're triple vaxxed, and you probably got a booster shot in your ass, and there was a reaction to it. So I just want to say that, and I will see you all when I see you. And I'm sorry that I had to cancel, she added, but I'm okay, and I'm not pregnant. Not funny. What a weirdo. Triple vaxxed Chelsea Handler announced that she was canceling her Eugene and Portland, Oregon shows due to, quote, unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, AKA you had a severe adverse reaction to one of your triple shots, I'm sure. All right, so there was one more. Again, like I said, COVID is crumbling. So many countries are getting ready to stop doing these mandates and things like that, which is great. Where's the other one? There was another. Well, business is down 40% in restaurants in Minneapolis overnight after Democrat mayor imposes vaccine passport system. So that's not going to be good for business. Oh, here it is. This one. Yeah. Comedian Heather McDonald. I'm not even really sure who that is, but whatever. Collapses on stage. Fractures her skull seconds after delivering a joke about being triple vaxxed. Wow. Comedian Heather McDonald collapsed on stage and fractured her skull during her show in Tempe, Arizona, seconds after delivering a joke about being triple vaxxed. Eyewitnesses told TMZ that McDonald collapsed and hit her head on the floor after she delivered her second joke of the evening, I'm vaxxed, I'm double vaxxed, I'm boosted, and flu shot and shingle shot, and I haven't gotten COVID, and Jesus loves me most. At first, everyone thought McDonald fainting was part of her comedy routine, but it wasn't. McDonald passed on the ambulance and was taken to a local hospital by her sister-in-law. It is unclear what caused Heather McDonald to collapse, TMZ reported. So, here's another one that thinks that it's so wonderful to stick these needles in your veins. Blind faith to the government. Not me. F that. 19-year-old teenager speaks up after developing adverse reactions following a J&J COVID shot. Bill Maher. Look, hey, say what you will about Bill Maher. He's a total left-wing, radical, extremist, basically. But he has said some pretty interesting things. Number one, he understands the threat of Islamic terrorism. And number two, listen to this. Bill Maher. Quote, I'm just asking, how much wrong do you get to be while still holding the default setting for people who represent the science? You know what? He's right. And, he may be a left-winger and everything else, but hey, at least he understands that it's still okay to ask questions and to question the science, because that's what this is all about, because this is not science. This is nothing but fear tactics and control. Here's another interesting one. Where am I at? 13 minutes already? All right, I'll wrap it up. I'll do this one probably tomorrow night. So anyway, as I said, hopefully John gets better soon, but I'm going to end up doing live streams, 7 o'clock, my time, 6 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Central time, 9 o'clock Eastern time, live, free, Josh Live on the website, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday, again, I will do the hour. The other ones I'll do at least 30 minutes. I end up going longer anyway, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, who knows. You get carried away, it happens, but that's fine. I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, that's all. I just wanted to kind of do a quick video just to let you guys know what was going on. All right? Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.